What happened when scientists tried to reverse aging? What if you could reverse your biological age, not just slow down getting older, but actually turn back the clock inside your own cells? In 2012, a Nobel Prize-winning discovery gave scientists the genetic tools to do exactly that. But for years, the idea was considered far too dangerous. Fully resetting a cell was so powerful that it could easily trigger cancer, creating chaotic tumors instead of youthful tissue. For a long time, it looked like pure science fiction. Until now, scientists decided to try something new, a safer, controlled approach. And what they discovered could change everything we thought we knew about aging. Aging has always felt like a one-way street. We grow, we peak, and then the long decline begins. Our bones weaken, muscles fade, our immune system falters, and diseases we call age-related begin to appear. But what if aging isn't an unbreakable rule of nature? What if it's a biological program that can be edited, repaired, or even reversed? This question launched a new idea: the difference between lifespan and healthspan. Lifespan is how long you live. Healthspan is how long you stay healthy. And the true goal of anti-aging science is not to make you live longer, but to make you live better. To understand how, we have to go deep into the cell, to your day. For decades, scientists believed aging was caused by accumulating genetic damage. But a new theory emerged, the information theory of a binding. According to this theory, your DNA doesn't fall apart with age. Instead, the epigenome, the chemical system that controls which genes turn on and off, slowly loses information. The software becomes corrupted. Cells forget how to behave. A skin cell starts acting slightly less like a skin cell. A liver cell struggles to do its job. So the question became, if aging is a loss of information, could we restore it? This is where one of the most shocking discoveries in modern biology enters the story. In 2006, Shinya Yamanaka found 4 genes that can completely reboot a cell. Today, we call them the Yamanaka factors. With this genetic cocktail, an adult cell can be reset all the way back to an embryonic-like state. A total wipe. A return to zero. It was so revolutionary that Yamanaka received the Nobel Prize. But when scientists tried to use these factors inside a living mouse, things went wrong fast. Cells lost their identity, began dividing uncontrollably, and formed monstrous tumors called teratomas. The reset button was too strong. So for years, the idea of reversing aging was shelved. Too risky, too unstable, too dangerous. Then came the breakthrough. You don't need to reset a cell all the way to zero. You just need to push it slightly toward youth. This idea, called partial reprogramming, came from a team at the Salk Institute. They pulsed the Yamanaka factors in short bursts instead of blasting cells with a full reset. The results were stunning. In mice engineered to age extremely fast, partial reprogramming increased lifespan by 30%. Their organs looked younger, their tissues healed faster. And crucially, no tumors formed. For the first time, real rejuvenation happened inside a living animal. But the real test was yet to come. Could this work in healthy, naturally aging mice? Scientists treated normal middle-aged mice for several months. When the mice reached what would be equivalent to human old age, the results were astonishing. Their skin healed like younger animals. Their kidneys and muscles showed youthful gene activity. Their epigenetic age clocks actually reversed. They became biologically younger. No cancer. No catastrophic side effects, just healthier, younger tissues. At the same time, Harvard geneticist David Sinclair was attacking the same problem from another angle. In a landmark 2020 study, his team restored vision in blind mice by reprogramming the optic nerve cells. The nerves didn't just heal, they became young again. Then Sinclair proved something even more dramatic. By artificially scrambling the epigenome, he made young mice age rapidly. Gray fur, weak muscles, organ decline. Then he turned the Yamanaka factors back on, and the mice began to rejuvenate. Aging, at least in mice, was not permanent. It could be reversed. Now this technology is moving toward humans. A company co-founded by Sinclair, called Life Biosciences, has shown rejuvenation effects in monkeys. Their leading therapy, ER100, is expected to enter clinical trials for optic nerve diseases starting in late 2025. For the first time in history, age reversal in humans is no longer science fiction. It is a scientific roadmap. We still need to be cautious. We don't fully understand long-term safety. We don't know the best delivery methods. And we're still years away from full-body rejuvenation. But the paradigm has shifted. We're no longer asking, can we slow aging? We're asking, how far can we reverse it? We are entering a new era of medicine, where aging may soon be treated like a disease, where we won't just fight heart disease, cancer, or dementia individually, but attack the aging process that makes them possible. The fountain of youth may not be a myth. It may be a set of genes inside us, waiting to be switched back on. If you want to stay updated on the science of reversing aging, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. The next decade is going to change everything, including how long and how well we live.